Well, last month, Texas reported a human infection of highly pathogenic avian influenza transmitted through dairy cows.
And WENY Washington correspondent Brendan Scanlon, he's live on Capitol Hill, where lawmakers are looking to prevent any further spread and to also protect the dairy industry. Brendan, can you tell us what they're doing?
Renata and Nick, good evening. For the last 2 years, the U.S. has grappled with the spread of highly pathogenic avian influenza among backyard and commercial flocks. But with this new concern of transmission through cattle, lawmakers like New York Senator Gillibrand want to get ahead of it. They want to have a plan in place to ensure that states like New York, the dairy industries in these states, are protected. As we know, the dairy industry in New York, a critical part of the economy. In the U.S., bird flu is nothing new, but transmission to cattle, then to humans is.
The reason this outbreak is unique is because the first case of bird to mammal to human infection has happened in the United States.
Today, New York Senator Gillibrand called on the White House to share its coordination efforts to control the outbreak and prepare for potential further spread.
Already, avian flu has driven up egg prices, and many farmers across the country have been forced to kill their livestock.
Gillibrand wants to ensure the federal government is doing everything in its power to fight further transmission among dairy cattle, especially in a state like New York.
A wider spread of the disease in New York and nationwide could be catastrophic to our local and state economies.
Dairy in New York is our leading agricultural commodity. We have about 3,000 dairy farms across the state.
Steve Ammerman with the New York Farm Bureau says cows are not likely to die from the disease itself, but adds that it can impact milk production.
There are very few animals or cows that have died from this illness, but it does reduce their milk production for a certain amount of time. And that can have economic consequences for our farms as well.
The CDC is encouraging people to avoid raw or unpasteurized milk. Commercial or pasteurized milk from the store is safe.
One thing that we do know is pasteurization works.
According to the CDC, the current health risk to the general public is low. Ammerman says it's still important, especially for farmers, to remain vigilant.
So right now, it's an animal health issue more so than it is a human health issue or a food safety issue, but we still have to be vigilant.
Renata, Nick, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, dairy herds in 9 states, including one in Ohio, have contracted the virus. The department has ordered that all cows crossing state lines be tested for the virus. And although avian flu symptoms tend to be mild among humans, Senator Gillibrand says she does not want to test our healthcare system as it still recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic. Reporting live on Capitol Hill for WENY News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Renata and Nick, back to you.